All right, everyone. We'll take several questions in English before we transition to Serbian. One question. Please raise your hands. Willie.
Novak, what you've done at the majors this year would be the envy of probably every player on the tour except two. What are your thoughts about what you've accomplished and whether that would be enough for you in the future?
I think you're right. You know, I lost 3 out of 4 slams in semis against these guys, so they're just too good. You know, playing on a really high level. Fortunately, I ran out of gas after the second set. I think I had enough energy to battle him and to keep up with his rhythm for 2 sets. After that, I gassed out, and you know, he kept going. So that's kind of what I felt this year, also with Jannik. Yeah, best of 5 makes it very, very difficult for me to play them, particularly if it's like the end stages of the Grand Slam. Yeah.
Matt.
In the future?
Future for what? Sorry.
Whether that can be enough for you in the future.
What
level at the majors.
I mean, I'm happy with my level of tennis, but you know, it's just the physicality of it. You know, I try to, as I said, you know, after the quarterfinals, the press conference when I spoke to you guys, I said, you know, I'm going to do my very best to get my body in shape to sustain that level and that rhythm for as many hours as it's needed. But, you know, it wasn't enough. So that's something I, unfortunately, at this point in time, my career can't control. So, you know, I can do only as much as I can do. And, yeah, it will be very difficult for me in the future to overcome the hurdle of Sinner, Alcaraz in the best of 5 on the Grand Slams. I think I have a better chance best of 3, but best of 5, it's tough. I'm, you know, not giving up on Grand Slams in that regard. Having said that, I'm going to continue fighting and trying to get to the finals and fight for another trophy at least. But you know, it's going to be a very very difficult task.
Matt.
Hi, Novak. Nice effort today. How do you gauge their improvement and Carlos's improvement that you saw today, and the sort of gulf between where you are, which is seemingly better than just about everybody else, besides them, and where they are?
Well, it's expected that the young guys are improving. I mean, these two players are the best in the world right now, and you know, if you're not improving, then something is not right. You know, so you have to adapt to that and make changes. But they seem to have very good team, very good strategy of training and approach to the tennis world, and the results are testament to that. So there is no doubt that they are better and better each year, and that's also expected, to be honest. You know, it's nothing unusual.
Eleanor.
Novak, you were very philosophical after the Wimbledon loss to Jannik. I just wonder, what are the feelings this time? Are they similar or different to that one?
I mean, it's quite simple for me. You know, I think, not to repeat myself, I think I answered it the first question, what really happened today. Of course, it's frustrating on the court when you're not able to keep up with that level physically. But at the same time, it's something also expected, I guess. You know, that comes with time and with age. But yeah, I still enjoy the thrill of competition. You know, today I received amazing support again on the court from the crowd. Very thankful for that. I mean, I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. And, you know, that's one of the biggest reasons why I keep on going. You know, the love that I've been getting around the world has been amazing the last couple of years.
Yeah, that was basically my question. How much fun do you have playing like that? People loving you? Is that enough for you?
Yeah, I actually, you know, I had fun, particularly in the second set, competing with Carlos on some amazing points. And, you know, crowd was into it, and it was quite close. But, yeah, he was just a better player in the important moments. And, you know, it's never fun losing a tennis match, but at the same time, if you want, you know, if I'm to lose to someone, then I'll lose to these two guys because, you know, and I know that they're just better at the moment. So you just have to hand it to them and say, you know, well done.
Tamani.
I'm curious about the physicality. Like this year, has there been like points in the tournament where you've kind of hit a wall, or is it more just cumulative throughout the tournament that you reach the?
It's mostly accumulative. Mostly accumulative. I mean, yeah, pretty much every match there's something happening, you know, that you have to address and deal with. But I think overall, I just ran out of gas. You know, didn't have any, as I said, thankfully, any injury that prevented me to, you know, to play today, and no complaints there. But it's just, the level of fitness wasn't enough for Carlos.
Two more in English, Charlie and Larry.
Hey Novak, I know it's probably too early to say, but do you have a sense of what your plans will be between now and Australia?
That's far. Australia is far. I mean, at least at this stage of my career, I mean, I'm not thinking that far, to be honest. I don't know. I'm planning to play Athens tournament. That's for sure. But other than that, it's really still a question mark where I'm going to go and what I'm going to do.
Larry, last question in English.
And this was kind of the same frame of question. You talked about you could stay with them better in best of three. So do you think you would enter more of these tournaments next year?
We'll see. I have to address that, you know, with my team. But that's a sentiment, definitely after the Grand Slam season this year, that, you know, not to say that I will skip Grand Slams. I mean, I still want to play Grand Slam season, full Grand Slam season next year. Well, let's see whether that's going to happen or not. But, you know, because slams are slams, you know, they are just different from any other tournament. They are the pillars of our sport, the most important tournaments we have. But yeah, I do fancy my chances a bit more in best of three, you know, I guess 1 week tournaments or the Masters tournaments where you have almost 2 weeks with quite a few days between matches. So, you know, that could serve me better in the matchups against them.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Let's
Thank you.
transition to Serbia.
Thank you.
Thank you.